Okay, well, we're gonna start cutting some hay here, and the grass is just tall enough. So we're gonna use our 1968 Ford 4000. Awesome tractor here. But we have a brush hog, and we don't have any other way to cut the hay. So what we are going to do, I know this is a pretty cool brush hog here. We are gonna take and we're gonna remove most of this left side here. Oh man, I will probably cut starting right here on this hook. Maybe we'll come straight up. And I think I'm gonna leave some of this edge, and maybe I'll come back on this back side. This way, this piece stays rigid and solid. This way, down the road, I can put maybe some hinges here and here, and then I'll cut this straight down here probably, and then put a hinge here and here. So both of these could flip up and make this movable. And then when we're done with this whole baling thing, like I'm just gonna cut it off for now and do what I have to do, but I'm gonna set it up so that later when I can put it back together and easily raise and lower this. So I parked this on a hill. It should be nice and easy to pick this up, and I can get under there and I can sharpen the blades. Key with this is you want good sharp blades so it doesn't chop and mash the hay. You want it to cut right through it and just fling it to the side. So, well, without further ado, let me get my stuff geared up and start cutting into this thing. Oh, you could see the field right through there blowing. Awesome. Okay, well, we're all geared up. And I found yet another use for one of these posts to put it under there to prevent this from crushing me while I'm under there. So what we can do, now that we can get under here, we could sharpen these blades up, and they're pretty good shape anyway. But I'm gonna cut right on this line, and that'll give me some strength to this panel when I put this back together. It'll be easy to reinforce this to carry the weight, and it'll be nice and strong and simple to weld back together. So kind of a pain to cut this from under here to get a good line and be nice and straight, but that's where I'm gonna start. I don't know if this is gonna work or we're gonna see too much. Let's see here. Definitely want to have hearing and eye protection for this. And you can see we're cutting right through there. You can see daylight. We will burn through a bunch of these cutting wheels, but overall, poof, there's our line. Now this, when this gets all warpy, we can flatten this, straighten it, and it'll be solid, strong corner. Let me cut this thing off. Okay, well, see, we're almost through here, zigzagged around, across the top and over. And from down here, it's right on the other side of this seam. So like I said, we could strengthen and straighten out, but at least this piece is solid and straight for when we put it back together. Put a hinge here, hinge here. I'm gonna leave this connected for now as one piece. Maybe I'll just put a hinge here and a hinge here and a bolt through here to reattach that so this goes as one giant piece. Don't underestimate how heavy this is. This may weigh 100 pounds, just this one slab here. So I'm almost done cutting it. See if I can set this up and maybe you can catch that last piece of it coming. Watch his toes. keep important pieces of your body away from the line of this blade in case it snaps. You know, if it snaps and hits your arm, one thing, but not your face or your leg or your crotch. There you go. See, you gotta be ready for that. One more. There we go. So just like that, we cut the whole side right out of the mower. Pretty cool. Now, like I said, that's thick stuff. We can straighten this and then flip this beast over. This thing's hit some stuff, if you should say that. And we have a good edge that we know lines right up with this to put it back together and keep using it as a brush hog because we don't want to destroy our brush hog. So make sure if you're going to do this, you plan your cut of what you want to do and maintain your strength. I mean, this is still, you could walk on this, and it would have been nice to leave this edge coming down and around. However, it may hold the hay. We want it to fling right out of here when it gets cut. And we also want to be able to weld solidly to this. If we kept this edge and cut in here, it would be real hard to put hinges and get this the way we want it to be. So with these two layers coming together like that with the steel, it's nice and solid and strong here to hold the strength of this, and solid here. We didn't just whack it right out of there. I think we're ready to go. Let's go cut that field back down there. Now, we're wannabe farmers. We have no idea what we're really doing. We just know this will work. So, like I say, we bought a baler, and there's a whole lot of weeds and stuff in that field. It's got some hay in there too, but we're only going to learn how to do this by doing it. So if you want to laugh at us, go ahead. I'm sure some tips in the comments won't hurt either. And yes, we would love to have a hay bine or a sickle bar mower to make this a whole lot better and more efficient. Maybe down the road that'll happen, but for now we can at least utilize our field and it doesn't go to waste. I was gonna have to cut that field anyway, and it's like, well, if I'm gonna do this, I want to make hay. So while the sun is shining, let's get to it. You all set there, Mama?
I'm ready. Let's cut some hay.
Yeah, we're gonna go cut hay, right? What are we? You excited about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show
Okay.
excitement.
Woo! And your thoughts, young lady?
Yay!
Yay! We're cutting hay. Okay. Well, there's our baler.
Do we
get
have
to
our
use that.
bows?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You have yours ready. We have our cutter ready to go. Sharpen the blades. Check out this video up here, and we're ready to book with our hay. See, that's why you want to make sure you have this under there, because it's dropped quite a bit of pressure since. Okay, let's fire this thing up. Hey, look at that. Oh, this is exciting. First time cutting hay on the land. Okay. Wannabe farmers going on here. So that's our field. How we looking? All right. Gonna go cut the grass. Usually mow it. I'm trying to get rid of the weeds. Oh. So much clutch to stand on. But we're trying to get rid of the weeds as best we can to get better and better hay. So we're gonna try cutting it. Hopefully this all works here. This side, we're going to go around the field like this. Wiggle this puppy down as best I can. Stand, be careful because it's going to shoot a lot of stuff that way. Always stand on that side. Alright, she's running. Let's turn this at this height as low as we can get her here. Okay, well, I lost my top bar link somewhere. Right here. Okay, I just need my pin, or a pin. Okay, so we have our 1968 Ford 4000 tractor. Doing a little bit of haying here, cutting some hay, and you can see cutting pretty nice as long as this stuff is gonna get with our hacked apart brush hog. And it's time to get back out there and go do the lower field. As you can see from here, but it looks amazing. Here we have, we're cutting down the lower part. It's nice and thick. See, good grass. Check out a video, I'll post the link right here. Check out that camper. That thing is amazing. Does some cool stuff there. It's set way back here at the back of the field. It's like a park. Absolutely gorgeous. Giant cherry tree. Very rare, very hard to find. Wildlife you have in your field. I mean, I come around the corner and we're blasting hay like crazy. And there's this guy and these guys. Hi! Look at that big chug. Power. It helps to have horsepower when you're doing this. Take a look here. This is working pretty well. This grass, that's some good long stuff there. That'll bale just fine. And it's clear, and it's just throwing and clearing all that. And I mean, we have some, like I said, some garbage stuff here, but over there, some nice thick hay. Take a good run. This guy, this little girl, oh, the whole side's cut out. Hope you can hear that, folks. God, that's a cool shot. Okay, well, I just finished mowing, cutting the hay, I guess you could say. Field looks awesome down over there. So what a cool view. Let it dry now, sitting in the sun. Perfect weather for it. God, I lucked out. Only thing I would do different, I would have completely cut this off, because this, what it was doing is the hay would get kicked, thrown, hit here, and then some of it would get caught, bind up, dragged, and then hit one more time and turned into too fine of stuff. So if this whole corner was gone too, which I'll probably do if I ever do this again with this machine, who knows, maybe by the time I do the next cut I have a hay bind or a sickle bar or who the heck knows what. If I don't, I'm gonna hack this corner off. Other than that, it worked great. It cut it perfectly. It cut very fast. I was flying for a little bit of this. It seemed like if you bog it down a little bit, almost so this is spinning maybe 300 RPM, it would cut and just kind of push the hay out in clumps instead of just grinding it. Maybe it would have worked better if I didn't have that corner. That might have made all the difference in the world. Other than that, this old girl really put in some time. Didn't miss a beat. Used about, 5 gallons of fuel to do maybe 10 acres of cutting here. And that's not too bad, I suppose. There's some pretty thick grass for a lot of that. That was awesome. That thing just chugs right through it. Good old powerful tractor. So, well, now we just have to wait a couple days. So once this stuff dries, give it a couple days, we can rake it and then we can bale it. So I'm excited to try this. I have never run a baler before, and well, that'll be a fun little experience in itself. So we'll see. It's supposed to work pretty well. I've helped do some baling before, flung some bales on a trailer, and did some raking, but never some baling on my own. So I got to go through this thing. I want to grease all the zerks and check everything out, check all the fluids. We need to get 4 bales of twine because bastards, I got a real quirk here. I bought this baler the other day, and this sucker had 4 bales in it, of twine. And the guy took his bales out after buying this thing. So he bait and switched me. It's like taking the gas out of your car when you go to buy a car, or putting different tires on it. So, okay, great. Now I know I have 2 strings coming in, and I guess I tie it to the middle of the bale thing, and then from one to the next. Whatever, simple enough. But the problem I had with that, there was enough stuff in there to last me years for what I'm actually baling, and now I gotta go fork over a couple bucks for that. Cheap bastard. So I wish I would have caught that sooner. I would have said something and held some money for that, because that's a bait and switch, and I don't like that. It's not honest. Anyway, the rest of the baler looks pretty honest. It's pretty clean, and it tells a story. They kept cover on it. So we'll clean her up, put her to use, and see how it all goes. Anyway, I hope you like this, and I hope you go out and give it a whirl and see what happens with cutting your brush hog apart and cutting hay. And with the price of hay these days, a little welding on a brush hog is a big deal. So, simple little fix, back to being a normal brush hog. Anyway, you have a great day.